Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn history, today Mesopotamia, and after we're done with it, we're gonna do stretching. And if you participate in the stretching, then it's better at your own risk. And this is already part 4 or something. Now we want to concentrate now on to the Enuma Elish, and we want to prepare a presentation about it. So just to be able to short say what the Enuma Elish is. The Enuma Elish was found in the year 1845 in Nineveh by archaeologists. It was written in the language cuneiform on 7 clay tablets. And on it is written the origin myth of Babylon. And this Enuma Elish, the creation myth of Babylon, tells that there is the salt water, Mother Tiamat, the salt water, Tiamat, and also the sweet water, Father Apsu, Tiamat, Apsu, and also the mist, Mu, their sun, Mu. Mother Tiamat, Father Apsu, and their son, Mu, the mist. Salt water, sweet water, mist. The waters gave birth to new rebellious gods, and fighting happened, or they overthrew Apsu and Mu. And Tiamat, fighting together with another god, King Ju, were overthrown by Marduk in a battle of powerful magic. King Ju and Tiamat lost in a battle of powerful magic against Marduk, the Babylonian god, against Marduk. And Marduk should have, or is said to have, the appearance of having 4 eyes and 4 ears. Eyes and ears. 4 eyes, 4 ears. So you could see and hear everything, 4 eyes, 4 ears. And fire spurting from his mouth. And Talus, I don't know what Talus blazed from his head. Fire spurting from his mouth and Talus from his head, 4 eyes, 4 ears, so he could see everything. Marduk fighting against Tiamat and King Ju, another god. Marduk won in the battle of powerful magic, and Mother Tiamat's body, the salt water, was becoming earth and sky. He made it out of it. He appointed gods to rule the heavens, the earth, and the air in between. Humans were created and when he created out of King Ju's blood, so that's why King Ju's about. Now we don't know what happened to Apsu. He was overthrown together with Mu by young rebellious gods whom the water have given birth to. Now humans were created out of King Ju's blood. Okay. Now we could say Marduk made them build a temple for humans to himself and the other gods of Babylon. But I don't really know how that fits in the story. That place that happens. But we could say something else then. And this story of Enuma Elish, and Marduk made the humans then build a temple to himself and the other gods whom he had appointed to rule the heaven, the earth, and the air in between. Heaven, earth, and air between. Heaven, air, and earth. And it is said, or it is believed, that maybe the Babylonians, acted out in a theatrical way, in pantomime, this story of the Enuma Elish to please Marduk, that he prevents the flooding from which the city Babylon was threatened through the Tigris of Euphrates. I think that's pretty good. Now the question is, am I able to say it? No. I need another part of preparation. Now let's go over it again, and then in the next part we try to save it in another presentation in a separate video. 1845, in Nineveh, archaeologists found 7 clay tablets. In the language cuneiform was written the legend of Enuma Elish, the creation myth of Babylon. And it tells of Mother Tiamat, the salt waters, the sweet waters, Father Apsu, and their son Omu, the mist. No, yes, they gave birth to new young rebellious gods. They gave birth to new young rebellious gods, and they overthrew Apsu and Mumu. And now Tiamat was fighting together with another god, King Shu, but in a battle of powerful magic, they were overthrown by Marduk, another Babylonian god. And Marduk, he had 4 ears, 4 eyes, and fire spurting from his mouth and loose from his blazing from his head. And he won, and he made Tiamat's body to the earth, into earth and sky. Into made the air. And earth and sky. And out of King Shu's blood he made the humans, and he made the humans build a temple to himself and the other gods whom he had appointed to rule the earth, the sky, and the air in between. And it is believed by some historians that the Babylonians were from time to time acting out the story of the Indo-Iranian creation of Babylon in pantomimes in a theatrical way to please Marduk, so that this threatening floods from the Tigris and Euphrates to rivers in which between the Babylonian city lies were prevented. Okay, we're going to try to do that in the next video, to history of Mesopotamia. So if you're here for that, you can go directly to the next video of history and Mesopotamia. We will do now the stretching. If you participate in the stretching, then it's better the arm is good in single stand. And we're doing forward charter circuits. Going back, up, in front, and down. The last line. And now backwards. And now breathe in and lift your shoulders up. Breathe out, let them fall down. Breathe in and lift your shoulders up. Breathe out, let them fall down. Breathe in, lift the shoulders up. Breathe out, let them fall down. Again in. Now the elbow back up. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And reach high to one side always. And pretend to take an apple hanging high on the apple branch. Turn it a bit around. And then do flip it out. Last two. And now we're doing the shifter. Arms up to a T, legs wide apart, the breathing. And out, shifting out to one side, just with the upper part of the body. Breathing in into the middle. And out over to the other side. Again in. And out. Again in. Out. Again in. And out, we're leaning onto our knees. And now within. And out, we bring in one shoulder in front. Breathing in the shoulder blade. And out the upper one in front. Breathing the shoulder back. Out the upper one in front. And out. Breathing the shoulder back. And out and hanging down. And now breathe in. And out we go over to the leg. Breathing in. And out over to the other leg. Breathing in. Out into the middle. Breathe in. And out we're coming slowly with the front back up and making it the top and backwards. Short it up. Now we're going to pause with us open to the outside, where we can hold the space between the heels, breathe in and lift the arms up. And breathe out, and we're sinking down and pressing elbows against the inside of our knees. Now we're going to straighten the back. And breathe out, we're coming with the back up. Breathing a bit. And out and down. Breathing straight up the back. Out again, back up. Breathe again. And up and down. Breathe straight up the back. And breathe out, coming slowly in one straight line upwards. Now we're doing the seahorse pose. Onward standing leg. The other leg with heel of a knee of standing leg. Breathe in. Breathe only if you can do it without to injure yourself, and breathe out and sink down. 1825. Cuneiform. 7 clay tablets. Nini B. And salt water. Mavatiamat. Sweet water for Apsu. Mist. Sun, moon. And they gave birth to rebellious young gods, changing the leg. And Tiamat was trying to get together with King Shu against Marduk. Marduk, 4 eyes, 4 ears, fire spurting from his mouth, and balloons blazing whatever from his head. And we're coming up. And legs wide apart, and we breathe in. And out. And in. Out. And close the legs. And out. And he won. Out of body of Mother Tiamat, he made the earth and the sky. Out of blood of King Ju humans, he made the humans build a temple to himself and the other gods whom he had appointed to rule the heaven, the earth and the sky in between. And historians believe that there are sometimes pantomimes acted out in Babylon and when acting this anime English story to please Marduk so that he prevents these floodings which threatened Babylon lying between Tigris and Euphrates. Now, that was the history part. That was novel stretching. I thank you very much, and until next time.